In today's video, perhaps something a little bit unexpected because I will be testing out for the first time a drawing display tablet hooked up together with my iMac. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Weronika and I'm a freelance children's book illustrator. I work predominantly digitally. My art is a mixture of vector art and pixel art, which I create in Affinity Designer, normally on my iPad. But today I wanted to test out an additional step in my workflow, which includes a desktop computer. And since I'm a person who hates drawing with a keyboard or with a mouse, I was in a dire need of a display monitor, which I can connect to my iMac computer. And in this way, I could have an additional screen device that could help me to edit my files, my final files for my clients, so that I don't have to go back and forth between my mobile tablet and my desktop computer. Today we will be taking a look at the newest XP Pen Artist 16 third generation drawing tablet. So this drawing display comes with XP Pen's new Smart Chip stylus. I read on their website that the stylus has over 16,000 levels of pressure sensitivity. I am curious to see how it will compare with Apple Pencil, because Apple Pencil is all that I know. Next, it has a new dial shortcut, and the screen is 15.4 inch. So that will be definitely bigger than my usual 12.9 inch iPad display, and let's see together how I will like it. Inside the box, you will find the drawing display tablet itself. It's a third generation display that was released recently. It has this X4 Smart Chip stylus. Excited to try it out. It has some extra pen nibs and a nib remover. The package also contains a foldable stand. This will be pretty handy because I know that some drawing tablets, especially at a lower price range, they don't have such a stand, so you have to have something that you've been using previously with maybe your MacBook or another tablet. And then it also has the usual USB-C cables, a power adapter, and a pretty cool drawing glove. My hands are pretty small, so those drawing gloves, they very rarely work for me, but I think it's nice that it's included. Now, the setup for this drawing display should be pretty straightforward. You can connect it with a full-featured USB-C cable if your computer supports it. I'm working on an iMac. This is how the producer advertises it on their own website. One cable connection, tidy indoors, convenient outdoors. Sounds pretty good. So first of all, you have to install the drivers, and that was pretty easy. You just go to the official website of the producer. The same information are available in the quick guide, and then you have to find the product and its drivers. I had to choose the drivers for my Mac operating system, and then it was fairly easy. I needed to give some access to the tablet from the settings menu from my iMac, and I was finally able to use the USB-C cable to connect this drawing display to my iMac. At first it didn't work out. I had the same problem with some other display tablets because I was connecting it to the wrong port. Behind the iMac screen there are 4 USB-C ports, and you have to choose the one that also supports the video output, which has like a little Thunderbolt icon. So once I was able to do that, I was using a wrong one before and I was getting a no signal, incorrect cable notification here as I was trying to connect this display tablet. It was very frustrating, but now it is solved and it seems that the setup is complete. It took me a little bit of time But if I knew before where the cable has to be inserted, I think the whole process would be literally just 5 minutes. So I wanted to compare how it will look together with the iPad, the drawing display, and my iMac. And for everything to be equal, so to say, I chose the same illustration that I created in Affinity Designer V2. So I have Affinity V2 on my iPad as well as for my desktop. This is the older version. I wanted to see how the resolution, colors, brightness compares across those three devices. Normally I would draw everything on my iPad and then I would check it on my desktop. And this new step that I want to introduce to my process is to be using a drawing tablet or like a display tablet to draw some missing elements or to correct some things in between this display and my desktop device. Now, when it comes to the size of the illustration and how it will help in my work, I can tell that this is only like a miniature version of what I want to see on my iMac. So with this particular size of a display tablet, this will be a sort of a preview to draw a little bit, but my main point of reference will not be this display tablet, it will be still my iMac. I think if I really wanted to shift my entire drawing experience to a display tablet like this, it would have to be more than this 15.4-inch display. I did adjust the brightness of this display tablet, which is accessible here to the right edge of the tablet, and I still have to explore the buttons and the options that I have to the left side. I think it's a matter of getting used to. For now, the screen over here seems still a little bit too small for me. So I don't know if from this brand or another brand, I would probably have to choose something bigger if I wanted a better drawing experience, because this is still a little bit too small for me. Okay, so now you see the tablet. I have here on my iMac my Affinity Designer drawing software, and over here, of course, everything looks great. The readability, for example, of the menu or of the layers, it's great. Now, when I mirror, because I chose the mirroring option, so it's not my extended monitor or extended display, it's basically mirrored between my iMac to draw some extra things in this illustration. I don't know if you can see that, but the whole menu of my Affinity Designer is a little bit small. So this is what I mean. I think if I just wanted to draw on this tablet on my desktop software, I think this screen size would be too small. Other than that, the colors look very crisp. I like the brightness. Like I said, you can adjust the brightness over here to the right. So with that regard, everything looks very nice. The only issue that I'm having is the actual size of my illustration in my software. You can see it maybe here. I think it's really, really cool that you can also put your stylus, your drawing stylus here in this magnetic way. So it has this option of this magnetic pull onto the side edge of the display, and it's super, super handy. And again, I would like to underline it. I like it that it has this stand. It comes at a very good angle. Now the stylus itself, it looks pretty, and again, I'm having this muscle memory. I want to zoom in. I would have to be using simultaneously my mouse to move in between the layers, which is, I guess, not a problem. It's just something to get used to. And now, if I wanted to draw, for example, some missing elements in the illustration, I can do that quite easily. So for instance, we can find this bush over here and go underneath it and draw some, and again, I want to zoom in here directly. If I wanted to here draw some botanical elements, it works pretty well. This is just an example. So it will do the job of helping me to draw looking together with my iMac. Okay, let's zoom in now a little bit to show what I mean. Even without recalibrating this stylus, it works pretty well. So once I get used to my software, I think it's doing a good job, and I'm very much used to using Apple Pencil, but this works pretty well. Like, it feels very smooth. There's no lagging, so I'm just drawing some random shapes to get the feeling of this stylus. And in case I'm having some client inquiries to fix some things, I think this tablet will be quite helpful. But as I'm recording here and testing it out, I'm still orientating myself towards my iMac screen. The feeling on the very screen of this device doesn't bother me. So, for example, for my iPad, I have a special screen protector, and over here I don't get like this cringy feeling that it's like a glass surface that feels unpleasant. It's actually very pleasant. I'm not thinking about it. Like, I'm just drawing some random shapes right now. It feels very smooth, but it doesn't bother me at all, if it makes sense. So, and instead of drawing with my mouse, we will use this display tablet to readjust the shape of this little dinosaur here with the sculpt option. So, for example, I added in some hair, and if I wanted then to readjust further, let's say his body, then I can do that very easily. I would definitely recommend this type of product to artists who do not like working, meaning drawing with a mouse or with a keyboard, but they still need to use a desktop software, or they need to check things on their desktop software. I would also recommend it to anybody who doesn't have a lot of space. This tablet seems very sturdy and very premium despite the lower price range. The stylus is working very well. There's no need for a screen protector, and it comes with a stand, so you don't need any extra investment beyond buying the product itself. I think for my needs, it will be very sufficient. I will still orientate myself towards my biggest screen, which is the iMac. And in the future, if I wanted such a tablet to be my main drawing device, regardless of the iPad or the iMac screen, I would definitely consider the biggest display that I can afford for the space that I have in my home studio. So still the size of the screen might be the biggest issue. The brightness itself, the colors, the way the stylus reacts, it's not an issue at all. So having said that, again, someone who has little space in their studio, but you're still doing most of the work on your biggest screen. So for a digital freelance artist who doesn't like cables and who doesn't have a lot of studio space, this was quite a successful test. If you have any questions, then I invite you to my comment section, and I invite you to stay tuned because there will be more reviews on my channel. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!